So feet parallel, both shoulder width apart. Tailbone is hanging straight down. So we don't want a big sway here. We want this almost straight. So that actually also bends our knees. And that's why people avoid doing that. They're uptight here. If your knees are locked, everything is locked. So unlock knees, pointing the tailbone towards the ground. Probably bend the knees even a bit more. Belly released. Feel the weight of your arms and hands. Pull your shoulders straight down. And just to correct the angle of the neck, especially in today's society, a lot of people have this angle here. Computer work, driving, TV. So it's not a good alignment at all, not good for the spine or the neck. So we want that to be almost straight as well. So this is relaxed down, stretching. This is relaxed up, stretching. So that's why we say the string is on the top of the head towards the back. That allows everything to hang nice and long and open. Centered breathing. Breathing in, the belly expands. See if you can feel that with your hands. Breathing out, the belly empties and sinks back in towards the spine. Consciously releasing tension on the out breath. Allowing your weight to exit freely through your legs and feet. That string is saving us from collapsing. The weight is through the feet, we're relaxed into the ground, but we're still upright, we're hanging nice and straight. And letting the arms hang at the sides. Feel the weight of the hands and arms. Pull your shoulders straight down, opening up the length of your neck. A little bit of a warm up. Putting your mind in your hands, sending your hands forward, letting the hard elbow points drag the arms down. So here you see from the side, arms go forward, not so much up. Creates a lot of tension up here. Just flowing forward, 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 letting the shoulder joints be released and opened. And go at your own pace. You have the option of timing this with the breath. Breathing in is the flowing forward and up. Breathing out, the drifting down. Of course, that will determine the pace at which you move your arms. The shoulders stay sitting. And as much as you can, let those shoulder joints release and open. Let the belly be released. Flowing forward as if you're moving through water. Okay, let the arms eventually just hang at your sides with gravity. Feet go a little wider in shoulder width, toes out slightly, and therefore the knees are out. And we'll just make sure we have good body dynamics and alignment. We shift the weight and turn the hips a little bit without any leaning. We don't want the heel to pop off because then we'll definitely be leaning. So feet stay flat. We're still hanging vertically in the string. The serving T action. Equal movement in both arms, equal awareness in both arms. Very soft in the upper body, in arms and shoulders. All the work is in the legs. Breathing into the belly. So imagine you're still dangling vertically. That puts more good work into the legs. It keeps you nice and upright and straight. Okay, and a few danyus or Tai Chi squats. So the hands are palm up in front of the shoulders. They rotate down, they go over the knees as you go into a gentle squat. Shoulder height and shoulder width, and then over the knees. You press into the ground with your legs and feet. That pushes your elbows forward in front of the shoulders. So we're not lifting up again. They're propelled forward as you press into the ground. They drift down and splay out to end up over the knees. Nice, good deep breathing. This is more work than maybe what it seems like. So you want to have nice, good, full breathing. It's a tremendous exercise for developing the strength and stamina in the legs. And strength and flexibility in the hips. And as you feel you're warming up, you can go a little deeper into those squats. When we come up, we want to come up not quite locking the knees, so we don't want to have a break at the top. So when we come up, almost to the peak of the movement, 100% at the top, just before then, we're already on the way down. So there's no segment or gap at the top. We don't want to lock the knees out at the top. So slow and smooth is much harder work than going at a faster pace. You may have noticed that. Okay, letting the hands drift down, breathe. When you're ready, inch your feet in. Okay, so let's do it once from the beginning, right to Stork-Spreads-Wings, where we left off last time, and then we'll pause there and address any questions in that spot, in that area. So, feet are shoulder width, parallel, hang out from the string, breath in the belly. Eyes softly gazing forward. Flowing forward with the arms and hands. Elbows take the arms down. You want those knees bent a little bit. Shift the weight left, turn on the right heel. Shift forward, pick up the back heel, the left heel, turning it 45 degrees. Flatten it, keeping the weight forward. Stand into the right leg, hold the ball. Left hand is low. Step with the left heel. Grasp for its tail. Stand into the left leg, touch down with the right ball of the foot. Right hand is low. Step with the right heel. We go forward 3 times. Palms facing, not touching. Left arm comes back with us. Second time, you go forward. Same position, but this time touch. Hands part. Forward for the push. Going into single whip, shifting back, turning on the right heel as all the weight goes to the left leg. Slowly shifting all the weight to the right leg. Hands slide down. Touch down for balance on the ball of the right foot. Turning on the right heel, get the right foot to the corner as the arms swoop out to the right. Full step on the left heel. Shoulders are relaxed down, still hanging from the string. That's single whip. Shifting back, turning left foot towards the corner. Shifting to slowly stand into the left leg. When you're ready, touch down lightly on the right heel, just half a step. Right hand opens. Raise hands and step up. But it's like playing the harp. Turn and hold the ball. So that's the right foot turning, right hand dropping. Full step with the right heel towards the front wall. Shift the weight, push towards the front wall. touch down on the ball of left foot. Make sure your right knee is bent as you stand into the right leg. Right hand high, left hand low, or Stork-Spreads-Wings. Okay, let's see what we want to work on in that first segment.
The very last part, all of it, for me anyway.
Oh, sure, you bet. Yeah. Yeah,
That's
and
fine. Yeah. That's fine.
last part?
Yeah, sure.
Unless you have other questions, because the last part just scrambles my brain a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's good because we kind of did that part really fast last time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was at the very end of the class. Yeah. So let's take it from the end of single whip. So even though the arms are up, still relax down. Shoulders are down. You shift back. Left toes come up. Turn on the left heel. Get the left toes to the corner. Shift the weight to stand into the left leg. Make sure the knee's bent. Touching down lightly on the right toe, about half a step. Then the right hand opens. It's like you're playing the harp. And then we turn the nose and the toes. Nose and toes turn to the corner. Make sure that left knee is bent. Now right hand drops. We call that turn and hold the ball. Hold the ball as you step a full step towards the wall, but the right toes are still towards the corner. So our feet are parallel here. Stand into the right leg, touch down for balance, facing the side wall. Make sure your right knee is bent because you're standing in that right leg. So let's do that last move. It's called Stork-Spreads-Wings or Stork-Cools-Wings. So here from that play the harp looking position, it's actually called raise hands and step up. Just like you're playing the harp. You're on the right heel with the toes up, but all the weight is in the left leg, the back leg. You turn and hold the ball. Full step, shift the weight, you push towards the front wall. So your left palm is towards the front wall, and the whole back of your forearm and back of your hand is towards the wall. Then shift all your weight into the right leg, touch down lightly on the ball of the left foot, facing the side wall now. Right hand is high, left hand is low.
Your left palm is down?
Right. So left palm is face down, right palm is face up.
So you're blocking.
Yeah, so it's a double block. This is blocking high, this is blocking low. High, low. So maybe I'll illustrate that a different direction. So if you want to probably just watch this part. From raise hands and step up, which again is like playing the harp. I turn and hold the ball. I take a full step. I shift the weight, push it towards the wall. I touch down. I face the side wall. Let me try a different angle. Raise hands and step up. I turn and hold the ball. Full step. Shift the weight. Pressing to the wall. Stand into that right leg. I turn to face the side wall. Okay.
And the right wrist is facing the ceiling.
The palm is facing the ceiling, yes.
Okay.
Okay. So let's do that together. Okay, so you're standing on the left leg, touching down very lightly on the right heel. Which hand is high, by the way?
Right.
Yes. How do you know that's correct?
Right foot forward.
You got it. Yeah, that's a main code. It's a major code. You got it. Very good. So that's going to serve you well in learning the rest of the set because that's almost always the case. Here we go. So we turn and hold the ball. We're at about half a step. So now we take a full step on the heel, but the toes are still facing into the corner. So this is a rare instance where the feet are parallel. So 45 degrees does not apply. It's a parallel step. Stand into the right leg, touchdown with the ball of the left foot. Standing in the right leg. Let's take it again from end of single whip. So we're doing those last two moves. End of single whip. Here we go. And once more together. Oh, sorry, from end of single whip. Here we go. Make sure that right knee is bent. Whenever you stand into a leg, you want that knee bent. That's more secure. It's more secure, it's safer for the joint. Let's try that again where maybe I'm facing the same way, really, but slightly angled. So maybe that will allow you to see my hands and arms a little bit better. But imagine I'm still facing the same way as you. So from single whip again. Shifting back, turning left foot to the corner, shifting the stand into the left leg, touching lightly on the right heel. Turn and hold the ball. Step towards the wall with your right heel. Feet are parallel. Shift the weight slowly into the right leg, pushing towards the wall. Touch down lightly with the ball, left foot. Right leg is bent as you stand into it. Let's do that one more time. Here we go. Left toes to the corner. Shift the weight to stand into the left leg. Touch down lightly on the right heel. All the weight's in the back leg. Turn and hold the ball. From a half step to a full step. Shift the weight. Pushing towards the front wall. Touch down. Right knee is bent as you stand into the right leg. Any specific questions anywhere in there? So don't worry, you don't have to know it, understand it, get it all, not at all. Because we keep coming back.
Okay.
And now starts, it's going to be a new move. It's going to be a couple new moves, but these couple of new moves repeat over and over again, not only in the mini set, but throughout the whole set. They repeat many, many times. So this next move, I'll demonstrate it a couple times. Facing you. This move is called brush knee. You can think of remembering it in the sense that you could brush your front knee. This move, brush knee, happens, in fact, this is probably the most common move in the whole set. And there's a number of other moves that are based on this move that only are a slight difference. At the very end, towards the end of the mini set, we have this here, which is a block and a punch, parry and punch. It's the same as a brush knee. This is the only difference. It's the hand. And there's a couple other moves that are almost the same as a brush knee, just slightly different. So once you know brush knee, you know a large portion of the set, actually. So let's take it from that last move that we just did, Stork-Spreads-Wings. So we're facing the side wall. Of course, we're standing into the right leg. Now we're going to move the arms first. The top arm goes forward and down. The bottom arm goes forward and up. The left arm stops at shoulder height. Right arm continues down through 6 o'clock, comes up behind to about shoulder height. The front hand is palm down. The back hand is palm up. Let's try that a couple times. Just come out of that stance, move your legs around a little bit. Breathe. And we'll do that action with the arms a couple times because there's some coordination involved there. Okay, so standing on the right leg, it's bent, touching down on the ball of left foot. Here we were in Stork-Spreads-Wings. Left arm, bottom arm goes forward and up. Right arm goes forward and down. Left arm stops at shoulder height. Right arm stops at shoulder height, but behind you. Back arm is palm up. Front arm is palm down. Now, actually, the coding still applies. Even though we're standing on the back leg, left leg is front, it's forward. So left arm is forward. So this would be incorrect. So my left leg is forward, so my left hand should be forward. My right leg is back, right hand should be back. Okay, let's come out of that, move your legs around a little bit, breathe. Let's do that one more time with just the arms. So we're here. Bottom arm goes forward, top arm goes forward. Right arm continues through 6 o'clock and up behind. Now we take a full step on the left heel. As we shift the weight forward into the left leg, right arm buzzes past the ear, left hand goes beside the left hip. Remember, it's like you could brush your thigh or your knee. Brush knee is a block and a palm heel strike or a push. A parry or a block and a push or a strike. So this is blocking and this is coming in here. Very basic application of that move. So let's do that whole move a little bit. So here we are here, standing on the right leg, touching down lightly on the left. Both arms go forward. Right arm continues down and back and up. Once we're in this, I call this the brush knee ready position. Brush knee ready position. Then we take our step on the left heel, because whenever we step forward, it's always on the heel. Shifting the weight forward, the right arm buzzes past the ear, left arm comes by the hip. Now, if you watch me do this a couple times, right into the camera, I think a really good way to think of this is throwing a ball, a softball. So once I'm in the brush knee ready position, I've got a softball in this back arm, back hand. I take a step, and then I throw that ball. I take a step so I can shift the weight and throw the ball. Watch me from the side, this side. To really throw a ball far, you have to take the step first and shift your weight to throw that ball. Even this arm has a very similar action if you're to throw a ball. I'm going to throw that ball. So that might be helpful for your brain to help you with the movement and configuration of the shape of the body. So if we take it from Stork-Spreads-Wings, going into brush knee position, brush knee ready position. Step, shift the weight and throw the ball in slow motion, of course. Okay, let's come back. Here, standing into the right leg, make sure the knee is bent a bit. Arms go into brush knee ready position. Then take the step on the heel, shifting forward to throw that ball. And once more, arms go into ready position. Step and throw the ball. Okay, now let's do the next part together. Half step up. So I don't come all the way up to my front foot, not quite, just half step up. Plant that foot 45 degrees, shift the weight back into that foot, into the right leg. Pick up your left foot, your front foot, and place it right back down lightly on the heel. And then the left arm comes up. This is play the fiddle. This is exactly what we did over here, raise hands and step up, or play the harp. It's exactly the same move, but we have the other side forward and up. So when we learned it earlier, it was the right heel touching down, the right hand high. Now it's the left leg that's forward on the heel, and therefore the left hand is high. So we've just switched to the other side. So you actually already know that move. So we have brush knee and then play the fiddle. Now just to let you know, the next few moves are brush knee, brush knee, brush knee. So 3 brush knees right after this. Another play the fiddle, and then another brush knee. And we're almost at the very end of the mini set. So we're very close to the end of the mini set after that sequence. So after Stork-Spreads-Wings, we have a brush knee, we have a play the fiddle, we do 3 brush knees in a row, another play the fiddle, and 1 more brush knee. Then we're right close to the end of the mini set. Okay. So from Stork-Spreads-Wings into brush knee ready position. Still hanging from the string, so shoulders are down, breathing into the belly. Full step on the heel, shifting the weight forward. It's like you're throwing that softball with that right hand. Half step up, plant that right foot 45 degrees because we always want 45 degrees. Shift the weight into the right leg, picking up the front foot, place it right back down on the heel because we want about a half a step. And then the left hand comes up like you're playing the harp. How about you watch me do that? It'll give your body a bit of a rest, your mind a bit of a rest. You can take it in visually. So just take it in visually. Into brush knee position, I go. Then I take my full step. That's like throwing that softball. Half a step up. Shift the weight back, touch down lightly on the heel. Play the harp. Technically, it's called play the fiddle. From this angle, Stork-Spreads-Wings into brush knee ready position. Full step. Half step up. Shift the weight back so I can touch down on the heel, half a step, for play the fiddle. Let's do that a couple more times. So here we are, the end of Stork-Spreads-Wings, standing into the right leg. Make sure it's bent. Arms flow into brush knee ready position. Full step on the heel. Throw the ball for brush knee. Half step up. Shift the weight back. Pick up the front foot, the left foot, touch down lightly on the heel because the weight stays in the back leg. Play the harp. Both knees are bent. Okay, a couple more times. Then arms flow into brush knee ready position. Make sure the right knee is bent a little bit. Full step on the heel. That's brush knee. Half step up. Shift the weight back. Pick up the front foot to place it down lightly on the heel. Left arm goes high because the left leg is forward.
Sorry, what do you do with your right leg again?
Okay, so let's emphasize that when we do that again, okay? Okay. So right now we're standing in the right leg, of course, it's a little bit bent. Go into brush knee position. Full step on the left heel. I'm going to turn a little bit. Maybe you can see my right leg a little bit better. That's the end of brush knee. Half step up. So I bring it up a little bit. And then flatten it 45 degrees. Shift the weight into the right leg to pick up the left foot, place it down on the heel. So I'm standing into the right leg, the back leg. So was that visible?
Yeah.
Let's do that again. I'm going to angle a little bit here. Brush knee ready position. Full step. So this is brush knee. Half step up. Shift the weight back. to pick up the front foot and touch down on the left heel. Then the arms go into play the fiddle or play the harp position. Now, one thing, just so you know, in case you realize this when you're practicing at your home and you're wondering, am I doing this wrong? Brush knee is a contradiction to our coding. The leg that's forward is the arm that's down. So brush knee is one of those moves that's counter to the basic coding. Later on, there will be another move where that forward leg is the upper arm, following the normal coding, which applies 90% of the time. But for brush knee, it doesn't, just so you know that. Okay, let's do that once again. So brush knee position. Sorry, Stork-Spreads-Wings going into brush knee ready position. Full step on the left heel. Or brush knee, or throwing the softball. Half step up with the right leg. Shift back into the right leg. Pick up the left foot. Touch down lightly on the heel. Play the fiddle. Play the harp. So I would like to touch upon how we segue from brush knee to brush knee, because what's coming up next is 3 brush knees in a row. So there is a bit of learning to do to learn how we segue. The footwork and arm work gets involved to go from one brush knee to the other. That's going to take a little while to learn. So tonight it's just an introduction, just touching upon it, because it's going to take more than what we have left now to really learn that. But at least our mind can touch it. So let's face the same direction, and we're just going to do the footwork, not the arms. So if we were in left brush knee, we'd look like this. Of course, the left leg is forward, but we're not going to worry about the arms. We shift the weight back a little bit. We rock back a little bit just so we can turn easily on the left heel, turning the foot 45 degrees to the left front corner. Shift the weight to stand into the left leg, touch down on the ball of the right foot just for a bit of balance right now. Later on, we'll be taking these balance steps out. But for now, we're touching down for balance. And then we take a full step on the right heel, shift the weight forward. That's actually would be the end of right brush knee, the other brush knee. We rock back, open the foot and the leg to the corner 45 degrees. So we get our 45 degrees, shift the weight, touch down lightly on the ball of the left foot, and then take a full step on the left heel. Shift the weight forward, rock back a little bit, turn the foot to the corner, so that when we stand up, we have some balance. 45 degrees gives us a platform, a better balance position. Touch down lightly on the ball of the right foot just for a moment. Then we take a step on the right heel, shift the weight forward about 60 or 70%, knee right over the foot. Before we take another step, we need to have a platform, a better base, so we need to turn 45 degrees. Shift the weight to stand into the right leg, touch down for a moment with the ball of left foot, then a full step on the left heel, shift the weight forward about 60 or 70%, rock back just so we can turn easily on the heel to get a 45-degree base, stand in the left leg, touch down lightly on the right ball of the foot, full step on the right heel, shift the weight forward. So that might seem a little complicated right now, but it's just a pattern that eventually will seem very straightforward. Let's do that a little bit more. So let's have the left leg forward. I'm going to try turning this way. Left leg forward. And if you want me to try another angle, please let me know as well. So weight slightly forward on the left leg, I rock back a little bit just so I can turn easily on that left heel. It's 45 degrees to the corner. I shift the weight to stand in the left leg, touch down momentarily. Then I take a full step, which is always with the heel. I shift the weight forward. Now I'll take the next step. I don't want to just step from here because my front foot is straight. I want to have a little better base, so I want that 45 degrees. And rocking back is a little easier to turn on that heel. Get that 45, touch down, full step on the heel. Okay, now a little aggressive move. We're going to bring the hands into that, the arms into that just for a little bit. Again, psychologically, just approach this as just a light introduction to this segueing move. And next class, we'll get more time to get into it. So let's say we're at the end of Stork-Spreads-Wings. So standing on the right leg, right hand is high. Arms move into brush knee position. Take a full step on your left heel. This is the first brush knee ever. Half step up. Shift the weight back to the right leg. Touch down lightly on the left heel. Or play the fiddle, play the harp. Now our 3 brush knees in a row. But first we need to go in brush knee position with the arms. Take a full step on the left heel, shift the weight forward, throw the ball with your right hand. Rock back a little bit. You want to turn the right leg to the left leg to the corner. The left arm does the same thing as the left leg. It turns, rotates. Stand into the left leg, touch down with the ball of the right foot. Left hand is now behind because the left leg is behind. Right hand is forward, right leg is forward, although it's just touching down for a balance step. Step with the right heel, shift the weight forward, throw the ball with the left hand, right hand in front of the hip. One more, rock back. Open the right foot and the right arm. Stand into the right leg, touch down with the ball of the left foot. Right hand's behind, left hand's forward. Step with the left heel, shift the weight forward, throw the ball with your right hand. That actually was 3 brush knees, believe it or not. And just to kind of blow your mind, let's do the next move, which you already know. Half step up for play the fiddle. Shift the weight into the right leg, touch down lightly on the ball, on the heel of the left foot, and play the fiddle or play the harp. And then arms go into brush knee position, full step on the left heel, shift the weight forward, throw the ball for brush knee. So we kind of sneakily went through that big section. That's right near the end of the set. And that's really the biggest